Good day, grade 12 learners. I am your teacher, Gerald K. Binavalta. How's your day? I hope you are now ready to unleash your creative writing juices with our new lesson for today. Please bring out your notebooks, pen, learning activity sheets, and assessments, and buckle up for today's episode. Just a few reminders before our session. First, always observe health protocols such as frequent hand washing. Second, focus. Pay attention and participate actively. Third, remove distractions. Find a quiet space to learn. Fourth, don't be afraid to ask questions. Feel free to type your queries on the comment box below or send me a personal message. Fifth, submit all required outputs. And lastly, have fun. But before we tackle our new lesson, let's first have a review of what we had discussed last meeting. Last time, we had discussed about essays and literary reportage. To recall our past lesson, let's have a review activity. I will give some descriptions with jumbled letters and just identify what concept from the past episode is being described. Are you ready? Let's begin. It includes personal element, humor, and graceful style. What form of essay is this? Very good! The answer is informal essay. It is serious in tone, dignified, and has logical organization. What form of essay is this? That's right! The answer is formal essay. This type of essay intends to present appearance or essence of something. What type of essay is this? Excellent! That is descriptive essay. It is a form of creative nonfiction that presents verifiable data and well-researched information like a film or TV documentary. Very good! The answer is literary reportage. How about the last one? The main intention of this type of essay is to analyze the significance of past event through serious thought or consideration from the vantage point of the present. That's great! The answer is reflective essay. You did an excellent job. It seems like you can still recall our last episode. Today, we'll learn more types of creative nonfiction texts. But before that, here are our lesson objectives. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to define and differentiate the different special and emerging types of nonfiction. Identify the tips on how to be successful nonfiction writer. And write a creative nonfiction text based on current issues and personal life experiences. We'll start with the special types of nonfiction. We have three types of nonfiction, namely travel writing, food writing, and nature writing. First, let's discuss travel writing. Travel writing is a form of creative nonfiction that describes a narrator's experience in foreign places. It usually includes a narration of the journey undertaken by the narrator from his or her point of origin to the eventual destination, with all the hazards and inconveniences encountered along the way. It also entails detailed descriptions of local customs and traditions, the landscape or cityscape, the native cuisine, the historical or cultural landmarks,
and the sights and sounds the visited place has to offer. But for travel writing to qualify as a good literature and a cut above commercial travel guides aimed at potential tourists, it must also contain a corresponding physical or inner journey. As William Zinsser puts it, what raises travel writing to literature is not what the writer brings to a place, but what the place draws out to the writer. There are many reasons why people in general and writers in particular travel. First, for physical challenge or adventure. Second, for amusement and distraction or tour. Third, for isolation and reflection or retreat. Fourth, purification and honoring the dead or pilgrimage. And fifth, redemption and penance or exile. To be a successful travel writer, an author must not be afraid to explore new places and discover what they have to offer in terms of sights and sounds, fragrances and textures, as well as delicacies and drinks. To successfully recreate his or her travel experience for the intended readers, the travel writer must hone his or her five senses and increase his or her vocabulary so that he or she can accurately describe what has been seen, heard, smelled, tasted, and touched. To make his or her travel writing more interesting, the travel writer must transform the journey that has been undertaken into a coherent narrative by weaving into the article a personal anecdote or two, and then cap it off with a couple of insights on the significance of the voyage.
The next special non-fictional type may be your favorite. Food writing.
Food writing is a direct offshoot of travel writing that has evolved into a literary subgenre of its own. It is a type of creative non-fiction that focuses on gustatory delights and disaster while simultaneously narrating an interesting story as well as sharing insight or two about the human condition. To be a successful food writer, he or she must think of eating as a form of gustatory adventure, train his or her tongue and nose to distinguish a wide variety of flavors and aroma, find precise words to describe how they taste and smell, make his or her food writing interesting by transforming the gustatory experience into a coherent narrative by weaving into the article a personal anecdote or two, and then cap it off with a couple of insights on food as a manifestation of culture.
The last non-fictional type is nature writing. What is nature writing?
Nature writing highlights the beauty and majesty of the natural world, as well as the humanity's special relationship with Mother Earth. As a literary genre, it is highly dependent on scientific facts and figures about the natural world while integrating private observations and philosophical contemplations.
Depending upon its emphasis, variously called according to encyclopedia.com as nature philosophy, nature writing, natural history, and environmental literature.
Nature philosophy refers specifically to pre-scientific observation and meditations of mankind's relationship with nature and the universe. Natural history is concerned with the description of flora and fauna and their evolution throughout the millennia. To be a successful nature writer, he or she must be a keen observer to natural phenomena so that nothing will escape his or her attention. Do some research while he or she will be able to properly name the natural marvels being witnessed or the plants and animals being observed. Develop his or her vocabulary through the help of a dictionary and thesaurus, so that he or she can accurately describe his or her encounters with Mother Nature.
Those are the different special types of non-fictions. Again, we have travel writing, food writing, and nature writing. Let's move on to the emerging forms of nonfiction. We have the testimonio, blog, and Facebook status report. First, let's discuss testimonio.
Testimonio is defined as published oral or written first-hand accounts of human rights violations and abuses of the powers that be in oppressive societies, which the witness wrote themselves or dictated to a transcriber. But from global perspective, the term can be applied to Holocaust literature as written by the Jewish people who have personally witnessed the persecution of the Jews. In the Philippine context, the oral history of the comfort women who suffered sexual and physical abuses under the Japanese occupation army can also be classified as testimonio.
Next, we have the blog.
The content of typical blog combines text or written words, digital images or photos, memes with a combination of text and images, as well as links focusing same topic of interest or subject area. Literary blogs serve as online diaries of creative writers like poets and fictionists, playwrights, and nonfiction authors who maintain them.
Lastly, we have the Facebook status report.
Facebook is a social networking website founded and further developed by Mark Zuckerberg and his college classmates in Harvard University. The term Facebook refers to a printed or web directory in American universities containing their respective students' names and pictures distributed by school officials. In the age of social media, Facebook has appropriated the term to signify an update feature which allows users to express their thoughts, whereabouts, or important information with their friends. The overwhelming popularity of Facebook as social networking site has made the Facebook status report the most accessible internet platform for self-expression for the millennial generation and beyond.
Those are the emerging forms of nonfiction. Again, we have testimonio, blog, and Facebook status report. Wow! Thank you for reaching this far. We had discussed a whole lot about types of nonfictions. Are this clear to you now? Let's test that out with our final activity entitled Like or Dislike. I will be showing some statements. Click like if the statement is correct and dislike if the statement is wrong. Are you ready? Let's begin.
Travel writing highlights the beauty and majesty of the natural world, as well as humanity's special relationship with Mother Earth. Like or dislike? That's right! The answer is dislike. It should be nature writing. How about the next one? To be an effective food writer, one must find precise words to describe how they taste and smell. Like or dislike? Very good! The answer is like. How about the next one? The content of a typical Facebook post report combines text or written words, digital images or photos, memes or a combination of text and images, as well as links focuses same topic of interest or subject area. Like or dislike? That's great! The answer is dislike. It should be blog. How about the next one? In the age of social media, Facebook has appropriated the term to signify an update feature which allows users to express their thoughts, whereabouts, or important information with their friends. Like or dislike? Very good! The answer is like. How about the next one? Testimonio is defined as published, oral, or written first-hand accounts and happy human experiences. Like or dislike. That's great! The answer is dislike. Testimonio is about human rights abuses.
Very good, grade 12 learners! Seems like you are now very familiar with the different special and emerging forms of nonfiction. Congratulations and keep learning! For your enrichment activity, write a food writing output. Feature your favorite food in the 300 to 500 word essay. You may choose from the following options. Take a selfie holding a bowl of your favorite food and paste it on the upper center of your essay. Draw your favorite food or cut and paste a picture of your favorite food. Very good, grade 12 learners! You are now a step ahead in your creative writing journey. Next time, we'll tackle more on creative nonfiction, specifically writing drafts. Again, this is your teacher, Gerald K. Binavalta. Keep safe, study smart, and see you again next episode. Bye!